as he pushes the pedal to the metal with his
Oh,
headlights
shit.
and brake lights turned off. The vehicle is driving very fast, showing no signs of exiting just yet. At times, you saw just a second ago, using that shoulder whenever there's anybody in his way. He's just kind of weaving through here. Right now, he's got a straightaway with not much traffic in his way. We've got a total of
please
1,
stop explaining.
2, 3,
Don't
and maybe
tell
a
me
fourth one back
'cause it
there. I can't
hurts.
tell quite yet.
Whoa, whoa,
Let's
don't
slow it down just a
think.
little bit, and we'll
I
wait
know
for
what you're thinking.
Yeah, a little bit,
Don't
and
please
we'll
stop
wait for him to come. We're
explaining.
shooting behind us, right?
I know you're
Yeah, well,
good.
he's going to come right up.
I know
right
you're
underneath this
good.
report in just a second.
I know you're. La, 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 la,
So,
no,
yeah, 4 units, 5 units.
no.
5 units in pursuit.
Oh, we're live. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? Good evening.
He's going to come under us right here.
I was almost falling asleep. I was watching some Casey Anthony shit. The first episode on Peacock. I mean, I don't know, man. That woman straight up lying her entire life. Now we gotta believe the bitch.
He's going to come out your window here.
So we got a chase going on. Guys driving out with the lights off. It's about time. It's been forever, man. Been overdue with this chase bullshit. I think we need a backup feed in case too. I'm not feeling comfortable with this dial-up connection this helicopter got. What we got here? What we got? Ooh.
Unclear what the want is here. There might be somebody in that passenger seat. Looks like a truck. No things.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
What is the look?
Don't. Police chase. Pursuit.
Looks like he is staying on the 5 freeway.
Okay.
Just past the split here, southbound 5. He could either stay on the 5 or get off on the 170. Next major, the 118 as he can freeway.
Okay, we need something else to shank.
Per hour.
We got CBS? Yeah, let's see. We got another link. This shit ain't cutting it, pimping. But I like the clarity, though. Clarity's dope.
DHO.
Yeah, let's use this different feed. I don't like the constant breaking up here.
Better behind them.
There we go.
You know, no doubt this person knows that there's a ton of flashing lights behind them. There are several units in pursuit right now, and we have had some pretty high speeds on this one as well. But with CHP in the back, if they're stuck with this one for as long as they have, then they're likely to stick with this. But now they're saying it was a non-injury hit and run that apparently occurred on the east end of Ventura County. That was in the Fillmore area off the 126.
All right, so they definitely have the plates and haven't said anything about this camper being stolen. I was just talking about, it looks like an older model, Desmond, or certainly one that I'm not that familiar with. And guess I'm a little surprised at the speeds. Well, it looks like they're on the phone, or
Chilling.
I saw a light in the driver's side or on the driver's side. It almost looked like it looked like a telephone or something, like this person could be talking to. And there's a red light of something. You see that? There it is.
I saw a light flashing in there. I'm not sure if that's the reflection of CHP's lights or if that's just the dashboard light. Yeah, I see it again right there. That looks like kind of the red and blue lights that might be CHP's lights that we're seeing. Yeah, we're reflecting off of their mirrors or their windshield there into our shop. But we'll just widen out and show you here. So, non-injury, hit and run, what's going on here? That's gone from something that, probably would not have been that big of a deal, even if that was an at-fault wreck. Now, it's an instant felony just being a hit and run as it is, and now you're also running from the police. So what else is going on with this person that they refused to stop for something that really was not going to likely be that big of a deal if everything else lined up, if there wasn't something else, in the undercurrent here. So definitely makes you wonder, and, not just running, but running pretty quickly as well, and zagging all over the place and with their lights off as well.
Yeah, driving recklessly, and as you said, with no lights on. So now they're at still on the I-5 South in the carpool lane. And as far as we know, there's only one person driving, or only one person in this vehicle, I should say.
Yep.
All right, so That's another violation.
Yeah, no doubt. And interestingly enough, tonight, Desmond, traffic is on this driver's side. Not a lot of traffic on the 5 right now, huh?
Make sure you guys help me out with the likes, please. I'd appreciate that. Is the connection running smooth for you guys on YouTube? I'm getting a weird error on my end. Make sure you check out Swagga as well, the channel sponsor. We're doing a $500 giveaway at the end of this month. We gave away $500 the other month, plus $200 on my end, so $700. So make sure you click the link. You can do it at the end of the stream, but make sure to help out with the likes too.
Either side, very few cars out here right now.
It's Jack,
on
yes?
the southbound 5. If this would have been Thursday or Friday, it would have been a considerably different story.
Everything smooth, man. Everything
a lot more
good.
traffic out this way, but
Let's get it.
Lights back on briefly
and
and then
off
off again. So very weird. You know what's going on with this person?
That's for sure. Desmond, how many vehicles are behind this car? I'm just asking to see if they're in terms of. Yeah, we've got several.
Eliana?
Got several.
At least three right now. And LAPD's, actually my pilot Chris telling me there might actually be way more than that back there, as many as 7 units behind this one. And LAPD's helicopter is about.
Yeah, Eliana too, okay. Honestly, frankly, I think the other, I like the quality. Oh, she's cutting out too. I can't. I like the quality of this one for now.
From sheriff's
We'll
deputies
keep Eliana up
or
in
something
case.
later, that's also going to be an option. You know, you see quite a lot of coordination between law enforcement agencies when you get something like this.
Thank you for calling it out. Thank you so much.
Agencies help out if they have aircraft overhead that are in a more convenient location before CHP can get their aircraft. But we see here up to just about 90 miles an hour, lights on, lights off. Not sure.
Flying too.
This is such a frankly generic looking truck. I think this is a Chevy truck. I'm not sure though if it's a Chevy or Toyota. I'm really not much of a pickup truck.
There's the body in the back or something. Yeah, it's like a work truck, right? That's what it looks like. One of those. I don't know.
Times due to high speeds, as Pat was saying, they know who this truck possibly belongs to, the plates, etc. Was this ever in tracking mode, or are they thinking about maybe pulling back? Because
bienvenido, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, it was never in tracking mode. You know, this started with Ventura County Sheriff's deputies, and you know, even though that's my neck of the woods, there's so few pursuits up there. It's hard to judge if you could consider them aggressive or more passive when it comes to pursuits. If it was LA County Sheriff's deputies, there was a good chance they would have just let this one go before they even had a chance to switch it, you know, over to CHP. But now that it's with CHP, if they've been with it this long, and if this continues to be on the freeway, they're probably going to stick with it to the end, even though this was, again, a non-injury hit and run. They've been asked to get in this, and now they are. And I've spoken with CHP officers before, and they told me that they don't track. They don't go into a surveillance mode, or sometimes you hear that. They're either on it or they're not. And they are on it right now, and so is the spotlight now from LAPD.
No question. Yeah, they are in it to win it, as they say. And as you mentioned, Desmond, this started in the city of Fillmore, actually, right, on the 800 block of Woodgrove, on southbound 5 freeway. So they're still on the southbound 5, but they have driven, you know, pretty substantial distance now in the San Fernando Valley. And where could the next location be if they stayed on the 5 South?
Well, we're already getting into the Burbank area here, and we're passing right by Burbank Airport, so now we'll be coming up to the 134 freeway, and it'll either be South 5 or East 134. There's no ramp to the westbound 134, I know, much to the chagrin of LA area drivers, so we'll see if they decide to take this towards Glendale and Pasadena, going East 134, or if they want to continue on the southbound 5 through Griffith Park down to Los Feliz area, downtown Los Angeles. But it's light, I mean, super light traffic out here. It's crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
It almost is making me wonder if CHP is holding back some ramps or something, just because traffic has been
never
so
traffic
light,
out there
out here. But
talking about how bad it is.
Spotlight there. This should be telling this driver now. You know, look, we've got eyes on you from not just from the ground but from the air as well. So, what is the end game here? And are they going to be getting off of surface streets? It was on the 126 and the 5. We haven't heard about it being on any surface streets, and it's unclear if this just happened on the highway and Fillmore. Of course, the 126 is basically a street through Fillmore, or if this happened on another surface street. There you see more CHP here getting involved in this as well.
Yeah, Desmond, I just received a text from somebody who's familiar with this truck. Apparently, it's a Nissan Frontier. Not that that would make it any different. on what's happening here, but that's appears what it is. I Googled it. That does come with a variety of campers that you can put on it, a lot of storage space back there. So it's a possibility this could be maybe a work truck or a truck that is used, you know, in some sort of construction work or just to haul and carry stuff around.
Yeah, you know, who knows what all is in the back there. I mean, it does kind of look like a work truck or something to me. You know, not having that rear view mirror might put this person, well, at a bit of a disadvantage. It's kind of hard to see, but you know, the extended cab there. This just happened on a street in Fillmore, we're being told. I think somebody just said Woodward Street or Woodbury Street, one of those two. But again, it was a non-injury crash, and then the person ran from that crash. So that, you know, Woodgrove Street is where they crashed. But so it's just interesting how we see these things that they start with something very minor and escalate into something pretty serious. You know, running from the police, definite felony, definitely looking at some jail time or something after something that seems so minor.
And the thing too, I guess we haven't seen. They've been driving, you know, sort of reckless, not as reckless as a lot of the pursuits that we've seen. Maybe that's that possibility that they're going to stay with this for a while and hoping that maybe this guy takes over the streets or something. Because, you know, we always sit here and contemplate or speculate about why they're still chasing this person since they do have the plates. But as of now, and maybe because he doesn't appear to present an imminent danger to anybody on the roadway, or did I speak too soon on that? Or heard you say, ooh, Des?
Well, it was a little bit closer. It looked like that person was trying to merge and didn't see this person come up right behind him, passing on the right, and it was fairly close. I would probably call this medium aggression. They're kind of driving at they're kind of giving me the impression that they just want to drag this out as long as possible. We're not seeing that crazy desperation like we saw even last week with someone going 140 miles an hour that we struggled just to catch up with. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing them on surface streets going around, making crazy turns left and right, and that kind of thing. We're sticking to freeways. Speeds, you know, they're definitely above the speed limit. They're actually slower, though, than they were earlier when we first heard about this pursuit. Not seeing the, you know, insane back and forth driving on the shoulder or anything like that. So this is kind of right in the middle. That's just kind of the impression I'm getting is that this person is just kind of maybe trying to drag this out, maybe knowing what the inevitable is. But who knows? If they're trying to formulate some kind of plan, if they're on the phone with someone, you know, it's anybody's guess.
And I'm wondering if he's going to be heading into heavier traffic as he continues going southbound on the 5 freeway, passing the Glendale, the Los Feliz area, eventually heading into, you know, just downtown LA, where you're going to see more traffic, more interchanges out there.
I started to say downtown LA would be a problem. Oh, I'm sorry, Des, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, I mean, traffic is pretty light, but this is the time of night when you start to see road work out there. And just as, you know, LA freeways start to lighten up, then, you know, the freeway workers get out there, and that could definitely clog up.
Hopefully we're in for a long haul. Hope this shit takes for hours. Finally, we've been waiting for a chase. Like, been overdue for a chase forever. It's been a drought. It's been like fucking weeks, like 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks. There was a chase the other day, I think it was yesterday, the day before, where it was like a U-Haul. I got so excited, but like the clouds were too low, and so the helicopters, they couldn't get a visual, and so they called it off. They've been calling off chases left and right. Left and right, man.
Free flowing right
we
now.
saw. Yeah, earlier I saw that unit. I saw a couple of units on the right-hand shoulder that might have been holding some traffic back to get on the freeway, just to give some distance, but I'm not seeing actively units down. That was in the Burbank area. Now that we're getting down into the Elysian Park area, actually coming right up on Dodger Stadium already, not seeing any CHP units holding any of the ramps to prevent anyone from getting on the freeway. Nothing quite that. I'm not seeing that level of abundance of caution, I guess you could say. So it just seems to be maybe half dozen or so CHP units that are actively in pursuit with LAPD overhead.
Have they had the night sun engaged this entire time, Desmond? For some reason, I'm just starting to notice it now.
Ooh.
No, it took LAPD a couple of minutes to get on it here. They weren't. It wasn't until this got into Los Angeles that I think they fired up their helicopter away from Van Nuys Airport, or they may have even responded from another call or something. So they didn't join this until we got pretty close to Burbank Airport, And now they're overhead. And, again, CHP's aircraft are based out of Fullerton, and we're kind of headed that direction. So there's a very good possibility at this rate that we'll see CHP. And you know what? Interesting. It's the CHP fixed wing again. My assignment desk is just telling me that they're the ones launching. We've been seeing a lot more of this and less of their helicopters. I'm not sure what that means, if they've been having maintenance issues or if it's a budgetary thing. I'm pretty sure their station air is considerably less expensive to fly than their helicopter, but obviously disadvantages with a fixed wing. So CHP's fixed wing is inbound, but they're probably going to keep the assistance of LAPD just because it's a lot better to have that helicopter down low.
Yeah, that's for sure. And they've got the night sun, so they're able to utilize that as well. All right, I keep thinking when he goes, when he gets in the right lanes that he's going to make an exit, but no.
Almost did there, but he didn't.
But he shoots back and stays right on the freeways there. Now he's in the heading toward the Pasadena Lincoln Heights area. And you wonder if they will let this go and they stay behind this person because they figure, well, okay, the only option that you have is to maybe get on a surface street where they could possibly do some kind of maneuver, right? Whether it's a pit, of course, that's a big vehicle, or some spike strips. Not a whole lot that you can do on the freeway in terms of laying down a spike strip anyway.
At these speeds too, right?
Yeah, and he's driving too fast in such a, a large vehicle, so to speak, for a pit.
Thank you, Drita, for the super chat. Says, thanks for all you do. I'm a big fan. Thank you so much for the support and being up late with us. Sally Gold, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit like, please. We'll get the stream rolling on in. Not sure as a hit and run, I guess is what they're saying.
Telling us, as far as you know, this driver was not on surface streets.
Swerving in and out.
Jumped on the freeway rather quickly, or what's the story on that?
Yeah, so they started in Fillmore, and Highway 126 is basically a surface street through Fillmore, and then it's a two-lane highway on both sides of the road, both east and west being 2 lanes that connects Ventura with the Santa Clarita area. And so they were on that highway, and they were up about 100 miles an hour on that road, which that road at one point was actually an extremely dangerous road back when it was only 2 lanes a long time ago, and then they widened it to 2 lanes in each direction, and then we came to the southbound side of the 5 here, and CHP's now handed off to a different division here. It's gone from Newhall to Central, so this is the area that kind of patrols all of this region of the Los Angeles area. So CHP's still in this. It's just some fresh officers now that are back behind this person. And the thing is, a lot of times we see these pursuits where the authorities will let kind of the more seemingly minor ones go, but then I'm thinking sometimes they have to make a calculation. Well, we just can't let every minor thing go because that might send the wrong message. So you wonder if maybe that's why CHP is sticking with this one. But then again, we'll see if they go to surface streets. There's other times where sometimes they'll go to surface streets and CHP will just say, all right, well, they're on surface streets, let somebody else take it if they're going to take it, especially if they didn't initiate it, and they didn't. It wasn't even initiated in this county. So now you see we're making our way, it looks like, to the eastbound 60, I believe. Or wait a minute, we're getting right to the East Hill interchange. Well, getting all around. It was looking like he was going to take the 60, but I think they're actually going to stick with the southbound 5.
Stay on the 5, right?
Coming through here. And you mentioned that, and you mentioned that too, Pat, about the cutting back at the last second. Very common pursuit tactic from these suspects, where they'll get over to the right thing and then they'll cut back at the last second. That last second decision not to do that. If is that them trying to be tricky, or do they just decide, well, no, I shouldn't get on surface streets? But we are now committed to the southbound 5 now as we make our way out of the East Hill interchange. So we'll be in the City of Commerce and then headed down towards the 605.
Well, that CHP, the vehicle there, is certainly keeping up with this vehicle, or letting him know that he's right behind him. Are we getting into a little bit more traffic now, Desmond? Well, he's going between
going between a couple of big rigs right there. Yeah, that was kind of dangerous right there. Even at this time of night, you're going to start to see more cars out here. This is one of the busiest stretches of road in the country at any time. Even though we're at off-peak hours, we're down to 4 lanes right here, and then it's just a very busy section here, the southbound 5 between the East Hill interchange and the 605. And CHP, all of a sudden, they're getting a little bit closer, it seems like, to this guy.
Yes, and you're also getting closer to the Citadel there too, right? When you get closer to Commerce, Maybe we'll see some heavier traffic as well.
For people shopping, that wouldn't be a good thing.
Yep.
Because it's still.
That's right.
I think it's still open. I'm not exactly sure, but they certainly have later hours during the shopping season. Wow, look at this, Daz. Yeah, this officer is getting more aggressive, I would say, with this driver.
Yeah, they definitely are, and you know, if they're, I'm pretty sure they already have the license plate. I mean, I don't know if maybe they might have just been trying to get up close to get a better look at who the driver is or something like that. Now as we go by the 710. And we will be going by the Citadel Outlet Mall, and I believe they are open. I think they're open.
We're back, man. It's about time. We are back. Make sure you guys check out the sponsor, Swag It. Hit, click the link. We're doing another $500 giveaway at the end of the month. I'm posting videos on there. This week I'm going hard. I already posted 2 videos tonight. So check out the sponsor. We give away $700, $500 from the sponsor, $200 from me. Last giveaway, so
a foot of that vehicle.
Free, easy way to support the channel.
We are starting to see
money.
this person take a few more chances.
It almost purposely looked like.
And I'm about to I have enough points for a $200 gift card, or actually PayPal. I'm gonna get a $200 PayPal soon, so it's paying for itself too. You can convert your swag bucks to gift cards.
Carefully, and then he sort of pulled to the right.
Amazing.
And well, now he's back behind him, but not as close as he was. But he's not backing off.
I thought he might have pulled away too. Yeah.
I did. I really. Okay, let's watch this maneuver. No, he's right behind him again.
All right, let's see, man.
Yeah,
almost 2,000 people. Uh-oh.
Pat and Juan.
Yeah.
197. Okay. So that was kind of weird. We did see CHP get really close, and then they kind of backed off and went to the right. And I don't know if they're just kind of maybe testing this person, how close they can get or what. I'm pretty sure they should already have their license plate. I mean, we knew that this was a hit and run, and they were able to, find that vehicle. It's not clear if it was by the license plate or if it was by the description of the vehicle or both. But I would have to imagine that they know who this person is, or at least where this vehicle is registered to. And we've covered so many miles
Jenny.
now. You think this came all the way out
Appreciate
of Fillmore, and now we're making our way towards the Norwalk area, southbound side of the 5,
Crime
coming up to the
chopper,
605. How far does this person want to go? Do they want to go to Mexico? We got to wonder now.
Well, that's certainly
go to Mexico.
If that's
Take
the
it.
case. Just to tell our viewers, we certainly know they can still keep up with this person, even if they go as far to the border. They just call another agency.
That's right.
To help them out in that respect.
And they've tried.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
How many have we talked about making a run for the border?
I'm wondering how much gas he has left in there too, but he's not even slowing down. He's just hauling ass. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Says we're back, baby. Chase to the face. It can milk crime chopper coming soon. I want to fly on a chopper one day. I want to so on my to-do list or bucket list. Janie, love you, dude. I stay around and support you because you always amaze me how low key yet disciplined you are. One of my fave places to be on YouTube. Well, thank you so much, Janie. Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, definitely wondering what's in the back of the vehicle here. Are we coming up? I saw some codes in the roadway. Oh, you see CHP there, another one getting ready to join in right here. I thought maybe I saw some road work, but not quite the case. Yeah, I mean, you wonder, you got this big cab on the back. Is that why this person's running? Is there something back there that they don't want police to know about? It's definitely a fair question because, again, this started with something that would not have been that serious. It obviously was not too serious of a crash. I don't see any damage to this vehicle. It might have just even been, them tapping into the back of someone's bumper and then running, and then the person in that other vehicle, was not happy, and they informed sheriff's deputies, and then they caught up, and look at now here we are an hour later. Something that, from every indication of this vehicle, was it was a hit and run, but it wasn't a very serious accident. Why didn't they stop? Why are they willing to take on much more serious charges? And the way this is going, almost certainly going to incur those charges and jail time. Why do this?
And, I mean, driving with your lights off.
Right.
That's endangerment as well to other drivers, especially at the speeds that this person is driving. That's for sure. And as long as we've been on the air now, what is about 20 minutes now?
Yep.
We have not seen. We've seen them maybe think that they were going to try to make an exit, but they have not. They have really committed to the freeway so far.
And just a couple of close calls where it looked like the driver got a little too close to other vehicles, but didn't look like there was any contact with any other vehicles. So basically we have a pursuit here heading southbound on the 5 freeway. into the Downey-Norwalk area at this time, covering quite a bit of ground from Ventura County now into the almost South LA area there on the 5 freeway at speeds of up to, right here, 92 miles an hour, Des.
All right, promoting the link on Instagram, too.
Okay, getting into a little bit more traffic, I would say. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is that brief section here where the 5 goes down to 3 lanes crossing the 605. So we will see a little bit more traffic here. Pat and Juan, we just became privy to some new information here. This may, this is going to answer some questions because Ventura County Sheriff's deputies have informed CHP that they're saying that this vehicle is also registered as stolen.
Oh.
So it's in the stolen vehicle database. And so that, kind of...
Stolen vehicle?
LAPD's airship has pulled off this one, by the way. You see the lack of the spotlight now. But that answers that, at least. This driver, allegedly stolen vehicle, they got in a crash, they panicked, and now kind of in panic mode, just running from the police.
And stolen from the Ventura County area, Desmond, is that what you were able to confirm?
We couldn't confirm that. It was stolen.
It was reported stolen. Okay.
Most likely, I would guess. I mean, I know that there's a very yes. Okay, it was stolen recently, and apparently the report was just filed. So they may have just gotten that information, very recently. Okay. So this was a recent
Instagram,
a recent theft, and it did occur in Ventura County.
Facebook.
And the theft of a rather unique vehicle. You don't see that many. What is that? A Nissan?
So we got it stolen.
That's right. A Nissan Frontier.
Yeah,
Frontier.
You don't see as many. It doesn't look new. Looks like an older model.
That's right.
Frontier.
So that's a standout for one.
And most likely somebody's work truck. So if it was stolen, maybe they thought they were going to find some expensive tools.
Let's see. That's a shame. African accent. Why are you running? I tried. Thank you so much for the super chat. Technical out. I love a good male car. I love a good male car chase. You're the best channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, Technical. I hope you're doing well. By the way, they're doing the hearing for that Q shooter in the morning tomorrow. I might stream it. Hockey Mama, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, Mel, thank you for all you do. The one person I trust, always open and honest. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys coming in late tonight.
Made it.
There's gonna be a bunch of people in the morning be like, "Oh, I missed it." No.
Nissan Frontier. This is on the smaller end of the pickup truck spectrum. Obviously, not clear if this is a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder engine, but maybe medium fuel economy. It's not going to be the gas guzzling type like one of those really big ones. But carrying a camper and the extra weight, I'm just thinking, how much fuel is on board for this person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I really am starting to wonder if they're just going to stick to the 5 freeway and try to take it all the way to the border. I mean, it would be the first time that we've seen that before. And CHP would most likely, if they're suspecting that, I can tell you, they're going to be communicating with agencies in Orange County and San Diego County, and they'll have a lot of time to coordinate something where they can shut down a stretch of roadway and lay spike strips all across the roadway, which we actually saw them do a few weeks ago. Juan and I covered that pursuit with that big rig that was coming off of the.
There's a hearing tomorrow for that Q club shooter, the guy that shot that club, the LGBT club, I think.
Spiked that big rig, and it was successful. It ended up resulting in the big rig engulfed in flames, but the person, eventually had to stop and get into custody. So if they are thinking that, if that's this person's plan, we'll see. CHP will not allow that to happen. They're not just going to let this person, drive into another country.
Oh, no way. And what's interesting, as we've been talking here, that's quite a distance for this to happen in Oxnard, and here they are in Whittier. They've made some, I don't want to say progress, but they certainly have traveled far distances. And again, we're talking about this vehicle being stolen,
take it to the border, right?
But a non-injury hit and run. So still something where you would think, okay, why are you still running from police officers? But there could be something else going on here with this person's record, if they already have a record.
Yeah, I think we'll be back in the morning.
Maybe the officers, this is a stolen vehicle. So.
Right. Oh, lights came back on now.
Not sure if they actually know who this person is.
Ventura, LA, and possibly Orange County. So this is quite a bit of travel at 86 miles an hour. And even though Desmond wasn't saying that this wasn't a gas guzzler, still, that is a lot of road to cover, not knowing how much gas is in this truck. But you see the driver eventually did turn on his headlights and in the Whittier area here, sticking to the 5 freeway, and so far, not a lot of change here.
Nope, still same driving pattern. Thank goodness we have not seen
lights on. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah,
totally.
Right. And we.
What goes through the mind of these people? Like the entire time, just driving with no lights, pitch black, and I don't know. Does he have a moment of clarity? You know, does he take another hit? Does he shoot up a little bit? Does a line in the car?
An imminent danger to people. Got really close.
What makes him change his mind to turn on the lights?
But still, and maybe that's too because we don't have as heavy traffic as we have seen.
He just wants to get away,
spare.
right?
Now he's Anaheim, Anaheim, Santa Ana, and Garden Grove. So that certainly would be.
I'm actually moving this out of the way.
That's right.
See,
and we know our Orange County law enforcement to be a bit more aggressive when it comes to these kind of things. When it comes to pursuits.
Desmond, do you see any more officers joining the pursuit at this time, or are we pretty much in the same spot we were a few minutes ago?
Well, we're going to see a handoff right now from LA County to Orange County once they all get into pursuit. We just saw another one getting on the roadway right now, so we should see that happen any minute. We are into Orange County now, making our way. We're almost down at the 91, and if this person's going to stick with the 5, it'll be kind of annoying for us. We'll have to do a little bit of coordinating going around the protected Disneyland airspace, so hopefully we'll be able to continue to bring you a pretty good shot.
Disney has protected airspace?
But, you know, we're talking now from Oxnard out the 126 to Santa Clarita and then south, you know, well over 100 miles worth of distance now. I think it's about, 40 miles just from Oxnard to Santa Clarita as it is. And now you see that is, I believe, Orange County.
So my Facebook people
in the back there with their white cruiser there. So they're now
right behind.
So they've now officially taken over. But yeah, so you've got to wonder how much gas is in this tank. My car buddies, who's always so good about texting me about this, inform me that these trucks are equipped with V6s, so more power, but that means more gas consumption. So, you're probably talking about fuel economy in the 15 to 18 gallon range, something like that. Maybe even less, since we're going up about 90 miles an hour. So, if this person only had a half tank of gas, it's going to be very close if they are just going to, as far as, I keep just thinking, are they headed to Mexico? It's just the thing I'm thinking about because we've just been on the same freeway. That's where this freeway goes. We've already traveled so much distance. This person not making any indication that they want to get off the freeway. So that's my working hypothesis for the moment, and it just all kind of depends on how much gas is in this person's tank and what CHP wants to do to stop that, to prevent that.
Well, you gave us a number of scenarios.
Okay, Des, thank you so much.
Desmond, we're going to turn it over now to Susie Sa and Jeff Vaughn for KCAL 9 News at 10.
Yeah, Des, we're going to make that transition. This is Jeff Vaughn here on KCAL 9 coming up at 10 o'clock alongside Susie Sa. Desmond Shaw is overhead in Sky 9 at the latest police pursuit of a stolen vehicle, also involved in a hit and run. This was out of Oxnard originally. I understand the hit and run happened in Fillmore, and that's when they
All right. Take it easy with that bullshit. Is it Liana they're talking? Oh no, we can't. Maybe we can't do that though because we got like problems.
in the carpool lane going about 89, 90 miles an hour. And that is a stolen truck that was also involved in the hit and run.
I don't think
Eliana's
in
part
there.
of your screen there.
I don't hear it talking.
It has the camper shell on it as well, Des. He's going not too fast, 90, but I don't see much traffic. I guess he's able to go a little faster if he wanted to.
Swag it. Maybe I should post it on Swag It.
Yeah,
too.
definitely could. I mean, if this person wanted to, and they were going faster when we heard about this pursuit on the 126. So, it was actually on a highway, not a freeway, and the speeds had been higher at that point. But it's almost like this person has it in cruise control around, 85 miles an hour. So that's about the speed between 85, 95. That's what we've been seeing this at. Orange County freeways, I don't think there's going to be any issue for this person as far as traffic goes. I'm looking up ahead. These Orange County roadways are very wide this time of the evening as well. They're pretty empty, so that's not a factor for this person. We're hearing that Orange County CHP, they might be planning a little something up ahead. We know that they can tend to be more aggressive than their LA counterparts. So we'll see if what they have laid out ahead is able to slow this person down. We'll be on the lookout for that. Don't want to tip their hand too much, but if you are, if you've been watching pursuits for a while, you probably know what I'm talking about, what they're planning on trying to do here up ahead. So we'll watch for that.
They're going to try to put the spikes, I guess?
Southbound 5, we believe there's just one person in this vehicle stolen, hit and run. So the charge is really piling up for this person, as they've just mainly been sticking to the left side of the roadway. You can add carpool violation to that as well. But Orange County, CHP, it looks like they are going to stick with this one. And it doesn't look to me like authorities are going to let this one go, Jeff and Susie.
Yeah, you know, in the 9 o'clock hour, Desmond, when we first picked this up, we were talking about being on the 126 and this going through not only that dangerous area, but also involved in a hit and run. Before we even knew that this was actually a stolen truck, we wondered why this person was running, because the accident, there was no one injured in that accident.
I didn't realize
it was
that.
a non-injury accident that they were involved in. And then we wondered what they had in this truck or what they're actually running from, Desmond, right?
Yeah, we were wondering, okay, and look, now we're getting off the freeway here. I don't know if this person wasn't paying attention or carpool lane there that goes by Disneyland that has its own exit. And it just seemed like they were sticking to the carpool lane and maybe not paying attention. And now we are on surface streets for the first time. And you're right, Susie, that's when, you know, we had learned that this was also a stolen vehicle. Now look at this. Now we're on surface streets and we're at about 75 miles an hour. It's like the guy didn't take it out of cruise control here.
He's
fortunately, the
rolling
streets
through.
are pretty empty right now. There's quite a lot of asphalt for this person to go around.
You couldn't do this in Florida.
Miles an hour, blowing through that red light. He's going in. Whoa!
Oh,
sparks there, and now we're in the Angels. We're in the Angels Stadium parking lot.
Wow.
How random is this? Blacked out. Well, he's got the lights are back on here, but the stadium, the parking lot, totally dark right now. He's behind a bunch of trees. He's about to pop back out. But what is this person doing? Maybe this was their plan. Maybe they're going to go in the parking lot and try to ditch the authorities here. But this is just taken a very, very bizarre turn, Jeff.
What are the units doing right now, Desmond? Can you show us?
Yeah, let me. They're here.
Oh,
they're definitely here
right
with this person. Now we're circling around.
I would
right
think
around the
all
parking
that
lot.
shit to do that
just
dumbass
be a
shit.
good place to corral this suspect driver here, Des. I would think that.
Yeah,
no
you
other
could
cars
maybe
around?
Right.
pit maneuver
I would
this
think
guy in
would
here.
be a good place to do a pit and do what they needed to do. And obviously, it's a safe area where there's no, the public isn't involved.
Oh my gosh! Come on,
Looks
dude.
like he's just going in
They're
circles.
gonna get
Absolutely.
his ass.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of terrain where they would
done.
practice.
He's done.
Oh, going through a little gate right there. I was just going to say this is kind of the where they
Thought that
might
was
practice
barricaded.
doing pit maneuvers or something. So it certainly seemed like it would have been perfect, but the suspect may have also just been able to pull out of it if they did it there. So going right through another gate. So in and out of the parking lot, very strange.
Wow,
Back over that
look at
dip,
this
more
shit.
spikes as now we're coming out of the parking lot. You wish that CHP could have corralled them there, but now we're back on surface streets and headed back to the 5 freeway. But what a bizarre little detour that was.
I was actually surprised that the Angel Stadium was open at that point in time.
No kidding.
You know, the gates to get in, it seemed they were wide open. He was able to get into the parking lot there. I know there was some events there earlier today. We actually had it earlier on some of our newscasts. There was an event there at Angel Stadium, so maybe they were doing a little bit of tearing down of that, and that's the reason why it was open. But you see he was able to get in and out, and certainly this pickup truck here, the driver, not only wanted for hit and run in Fillmore, but for a stolen vehicle.
That's right, and this is the first time we're seeing this driver actually on surface streets. We were watching this person on the freeway this entire time, as Jeff was just talking about, alluding to, that this started in Ventura County, actually in the city of Fillmore, and made its way all the way down the 5 and into Orange County, where we are right now in the city of Anaheim. And I imagine the authorities are in touch with the Anaheim Police Department. I'm sure they are wondering if they're going to get involved here anytime soon, right?
He's toying with them.
Yeah, we'll see. I think CHP may want to take this. It just always kind of depends on what kind of mood they're in. To be honest, sometimes CHP will say, it's on surface streets, we're going to stick with it. Other times they say it's on surface streets, we want you to take it. But they seem very determined since getting the handoff from Ventura County sheriff's deputies that they want this person in handcuffs. And now we're going back towards Angel Stadium. I was wondering if this person just zoned out and accidentally got off of that ramp and then just kind of blindly went into the stadium parking lot. But now I'm kind of thinking, were they trying to ditch the vehicle? It is very dark there. It's a huge plot of land. Depending on where the person wants to go, there's probably lots of areas to hide in there. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. But now we're right back at Angel Stadium and making a U-turn again.
Wow.
So perhaps not. Yeah, boy, who knows what's going through this suspect's head. We'll try to take this opportunity to look through the driver's side. Unfortunately, can't see too many details in there.
Yeah, you know, not showing very good driving skills. And at this point in time, you got to imagine that maybe he's just stuck in a position where he's just kind of ad-libbing this and just going around and around and around in circles, which is what he's been doing for the last 5 or 10 minutes or so as we got off of the highway. And I think he's just trying to figure things out when he's got several cruisers behind him. At one point in time, Ventura County Sheriff's Department was behind him, also Oxnard PD. They were the initial agency that took this call of a hit and run, and then CHP now behind him. And he's starting to stretch out a little bit here. Where is he now, Des?
Yeah, well, there goes my Mexico hypothesis, because I believe we're headed back northbound here on the 5. Yeah, we are northbound back on the 5. So as we get away from Disneyland and headed back towards the Ventura, or rather the LA County area, I should say, but we're hearing that they might actually be losing one of their tires. And I'm just wondering if, you know, doing all those U-turns kind of high speed and then going over those dips and the sparks coming out, if that did some additional damage to the vehicle, you might be able to see it flapping there. It looks like the left front tire there, Jeff and Susie.
Yeah, that's right. You can see the flapping on your screen there. We're looking at it a bigger screen here in the studio, but you can definitely see something on the left side of your screen. We believe that is the tire that is flapping around. That's certainly going to slow this person down, as they've been going very fast on the freeway, not at speeds that we have seen, not at those high rate of speeds where we're talking 150 miles per hour, where agencies will go into tracking mode because the person is driving too fast for them to even keep up with, and they don't want to put the public in danger by putting the pressure on the person from behind by doing so. But still, they're still getting away right now.
Yeah, you know, I think it might be a little body damage as well to the front quarter panel there on that truck, because he had a couple good impacts on the apex of those turns, as well as he hit the crest of that intersection pretty hard, and it was sparking up.
That's right.
So I just wonder if he's had some damage done at the front end. It looks like it. But Des, oh, there it goes. I was just going to say the headlights keep kind of coming on and off for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but there is a glow inside of the vehicle that I see as well. You think he's on a cell phone? I guess so.
Very weird. With you know, the lights on, the lights off, there's been no rhyme or reason to it. So now that we're on the side of the vehicle, we can see it is actually the bumper. I think that's what, you know, CHP, they were calling out that they saw tire damage, but all indications are here that it's the bumper that is suffering here. And that is actually, there had been some damage, some minor damage from the hit and run to this vehicle as well. But you saw, you know, how quickly they slammed the truck down. They were going over those bumps, you know, very fast there, right in front of Angel Stadium, and so this truck's suffering now a little bit. But now that we're back on the 5 and headed back towards LA County, it's really anyone's guess what this person's doing. Maybe they're going to head back to Oxnard and just give up. You know, maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to drag this out before the inevitable. We'll see how this one plays out. CHP is talking about maybe spike strips again at some point. They were hoping to do it earlier, what I was referencing earlier, but I think it was ahead of where the person exited the freeway, so they never got to institute that plan. But they are talking about it again at some point. So we'll see if that'll work. But, you know, that's tough, because CHP is going to have to either be in the left hand, in the center divider out there with the spikes, or on the right-hand shoulder with the spikes. And if this person's just in the middle of the roadway, then, you know, that's not going to help CHP bring this to an end.
Yeah, and as we always wonder during this pursuit.
Get the likes up, guys, please. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Late night, I guess. Make sure you check out the channel sponsor as well, doing a giveaway at the end of the month, $500. And I'll throw some money in there too on top of it.
Where the 57 and 5 freeways meet.
Check me out on Swag.
I mean, that's quite the distance from Ventura County. So, you know, that could be another scenario in all of this, which would probably be the best case scenario if they just run out of gas and just pull it over and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can get our producers to put up an inset box so we can show you when they entered Angel Stadium in Anaheim. It was interesting how he was able to get right in through those gates at a pretty high rate of speed into the parking lot, and just kind of was a circus sideshow going around in circles with the cruisers in tow as he goes right in between two cars here. There it is on the right-hand part of your screen. Once again, hitting kind of the crest of that intersection.
He could have slowed down for that, but he just did it full speed.
Anaheim, probably doing a little bit of damage to the front end. Probably is the damage that we see now. He's got his headlights off for some reason. But I was really surprised how he was able to go through the real tight, the gates, the parking attendants are at Angel Stadium.
Those guys pushing
at highway speeds, and that they weren't
closed. He was going to knock something down.
Right, and that, you know how close those things are. But he did it at full speed, and there was
a stolen truck that was involved in a hit and run.
Across it, they weren't closed or anything like that.
At one point, they mentioned too, like they were wondering if there's anything in the back of that truck.
When all of that was happening, we thought maybe in that parking lot they may try a pit maneuver because obviously there's no other cars or people around, which might be an ideal location. But they clearly know what they're doing, obviously. We're not the experts, they are. And, as we've been watching this chase for a good about 45 minutes now, I believe, live here on KCAL 9 News at 10 now. We picked this up during the 9 o'clock hour. If you're just joining us here on KCAL 9 News at 10, this is breaking news. A pursuit of a stolen truck that was involved in a hit and run in Ventura County. And in that accident, there were no injuries. At first, we didn't know this was a stolen truck, and we thought that it was just the person who had run away from a hit and run. We wondered why they would be running if there were no injuries. But as we have learned, this is actually a stolen truck and maybe something else that they're running from.
Yeah, and you just wonder when it comes to the state of the driver, for some reason this late in the chase is now turning on and off the headlights. That's strange behavior. Obviously trying to get through that whole parking lot, and it went through one of the barriers, shows the desperation of this driver. And you've got a number of police units behind him at this point in time, going all the way from the HOV lanes now to the right part of the highway there. This is going to be northbound 5. We came southbound 5 just within the last half hour. Now we're going right straight back north on the 5 freeways. He's hitting 103 miles per hour.
Wow.
So, Des, what's the latest?
Yeah, it looks like speeds have picked up maybe a little bit, Jeff. Maybe this person got a little bit spooked by their Angel Stadium detour. We are starting to see those speeds back up at 100. You look at this up to about 110 now. That's the fastest we've seen by far. We've been between 80 and 90 for the most part, and now getting to just about triple digits, and with the lights off as well. So it just makes it that much more dangerous for folks out here. We're starting to see them kind of, go between lanes as well, not just hugging it all the way to the left like they were earlier. So the characteristics have kind of changed on this one. You see the lack of a spotlight. That is because CHP's fixed wing is the only one overhead. They do not have a spotlight, a night sun as they call it. They do have infrared though, but they are kind of at a disadvantage as far as what they can do, because they can't turn on, the turn of a dime the way that the helicopter can, and they have to be up at higher altitudes than helicopters as well. So it's kind of a disadvantage from the air. They do still at least have those eyes from the air. But as we head back up into LA, this is now LA County CHP that is back in control of this pursuit. Obviously, Orange County handed it back off. So very weird, just kind of looping back around, headed back to what we're basically just covering all of the same ground that we covered earlier, just in the opposite direction here on the northbound side of the 5.
It's bad to see this because we've seen this before. You get up to 103 miles an hour, especially at night.
Thank you.
You can't really gauge the distance with the vehicles in front of you. How many times have we seen a situation like this and somebody rear ends a car or a truck in front of them and causes a lot more damage? That's kind of the situation we're in right now.
Yeah, no kidding. And, Desmond was talking about all the different agencies that have been involved. It's because this person has covered so much ground. I mean, we started in Ventura County, went all the way down to Orange County, through LA County, obviously, and multiple agencies involved, as we were talking about the CHP, not only on the ground, but also with their fixed wing, I believe, in the sky as well, that comes out of Fullerton. And, we're talking about multiple agencies.
I can't have full conversations right now.
At some point during this whole thing, as they stopped in the city of Anaheim, as you're seeing on the right side of your screen, when they were driving at high rates of speed there at residential areas, and made a quick stop by Anaheim's, or Angel Stadium, I should say, near the 57 and the 5 freeway, and just went through the parking lot, did some circles, and it came right back out. We thought they were heading back in that direction, but then got right back onto the freeway, as Desmond was talking about.
This just could be going on for a while.
To the area where we were following this person going south, and now we're going northbound.
You know, it's really sad that we aren't able to get a night sun from a helicopter overhead because, Des, you know that does alert drivers, and that's an extra safety feature. And you could see what the CHP is trying to do here by putting its spotlight on this driver to alert all the other drivers out there that this is going on. And it's just too bad that we don't have the night sun overhead to alert the drivers because he is going 114 miles an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. We may see, you know, LA County Sheriff's deputies come in or something like that, or as we get back into LA, LAPD, I would have to imagine that we'll see a spotlight from one of the agencies here relatively soon. But that's exactly what they're trying to do with that spotlight, doing that, trying to alert other people because this person is just flying up right behind everyone with no headlights on. And, you know, these freeways are not that well illuminated, and so you just go to make a lane change, you even look over your shoulder, and then you go to make it again. And then there you go, you just collided with this person who's flying up right behind you. You saw right there was that vehicle parked on the right hand shoulder as well. Kind of dangerous, you know, you have this person flying by this quickly, but CHP right there
pressing
behind him.
Pressing him. Lisa, what's up?
Thinking, you know, we might have seen some spike strips or something around this area, but I just don't know that it's going to happen while this person is going this fast and just going between whatever lanes they want.
Well, you know, and all it takes is for somebody to see the red and blue flashing lights in the rearview mirror, and they will try to then get out of the way, and then they could get in between these two cars or in front of this, you know, this vehicle, this driver who is, you know, driving at 100 miles an hour. There's all kinds of danger here on this highway. I guess the only thing that's good about this, Susie, is it is a highway. Everybody's going in the same direction. Yeah. There are no main intersections that he can, you know, run through and T-bone somebody. Yeah. So I guess we have that going for us.
Yeah, that was really scary when he was in Anaheim looking.
Oh, he really put on the brakes.
Really close to traffic right there. Oh boy, is it slowing down in front, Desmond? Up ahead?
Yeah, it looks like there was just a big rig right. Okay, so it looked like it might have been that CHP unit right there who may have been slowing traffic down. Or just getting ready to get in the pursuit, and then all the traffic slowed around them, and you saw, you know, a couple of big rigs, and that's all it takes to create a little pocket of traffic. So that was really dangerous.
Wow, look at those cops! Look at them coming in there.
This person and the person right in front. I mean, they nearly rear-ended them at 50.
Okay, I thought the cop car was about to hit his own guy for a second.
Even though we are on the highway, definitely some danger to this one. And you know, when we were on surface streets, as brief as it was, we saw this person was not afraid to blow through red lights. You saw how quickly they took those dips into the Angel Stadium parking lot. So it does, you know, it is stressful to think if this person does get off of surface streets, you know, onto surface streets, I should say, that, you know, the danger is going to go through the roof.
It's really great to see CHP doing what they're doing with the safety of drivers and the public in mind. You see Susie there, they're using the spotlight absent of that night sun overhead to alert all the drivers. And then you were able to see them actually slow some of the traffic down and alert those drivers that this was coming up behind them. And you could see that that's kind of slowed the traffic down just a little bit. Now, the driver's still going almost 100 miles an hour, but it's good to see that the CHP is using all their skills that they have, not only in this pursuit, but to also help out the public as well.
Yeah, no kidding. We want to take you through some highlights from the pursuit from earlier before they jumped right back onto the 5 freeway. You know, they got off in Anaheim on surface streets for the first time. We saw that actually. We're going to show that to you in just a minute. But when they got off the freeway, they actually went into, they got onto surface streets. They were going really fast. And then they somehow ended up at Anaheim or Angel Stadium, right in the parking lot there. You're going to see them go right through the gates here, blow through the gates. And this is when they're actually exiting and coming out, and you could see the sparks flying from the car. We believe that was the damage that was caused to the front bumper at that point, and that's what we're seeing flapping around. If you see something, we thought it was maybe a tire, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But boy, the CHP is not giving up this one. They really want to get this person. Yeah, and you know, it's interesting that was the dip in the road, and when you go at a speed as fast as this driver was going, you bottom out the vehicle, which he did twice, probably going about 50, 60 miles an hour right over the crest of that intersection, and that's the damage that you see. He's got his headlights back on as he's tamed down just a little bit to about.
Thank you, Lisa, for the super chat. Says Mel, I guess I don't have to travel to Cali to start a chase. Wit says, Mel, I love your videos, but the one you posted today from Newsmax disappointed me. It's a dangerous news source. Just wanted to make sure you know about it. Much love. Thank you. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Says, appreciate you. What are some realistic ways to decrease the hashtag of these? What? the numbers of these. They're increasing like wildfire. We want to keep increasing them. We want more chases.
Speeds and, obviously it's a little bit more difficult.
It needs to increase. We haven't had any,
officers
3 weeks.
can set up and hide, for example, when they throw out some spike strips. But we have seen them do it before. So, we're not going to put it past them that they're going to try something up here at some point. But we know that when they do deploy the spike strips, it does take some time. They have to get really ahead of this person and anticipate maybe which lane they're going to be in even, and that would be such a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, because he's been all over the place. He's been in the HOV lanes to the left, all the way over to the right. Also looking like he was going to exit at one point in time. Des, he's in the left-hand lane now. He's pretty squirrely going from left to right, kind of taking over the whole I-5 northbound lanes on this little stretch here.
Thank you guys for all the love tonight.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, thank you.
And CHP actually did have some spikes back there. While as you guys were talking, there were 2 different units there that had spike strips, but they just were not able to line it up. One of them was on the right-hand shoulder, and then the other was in the center divider at the 710. And the suspect was in neither of the locations where they could take advantage of using those spikes. So they are trying out here, but it's just going to be very difficult when you have someone going this quickly and they're not just staying to one lane. They're going, wherever they feel like going, very, kind of randomly. As we come back to the Eastdale interchange, and it looks like we're going to be going, I think we're going to be going, for the northbound 5. So this is where the 5 goes down to 2 lanes briefly and is going to join with the 10 freeway as they come together for the same road for just about a half mile or so. So here you see him sticking with it, getting through that narrow section. You would have hoped that maybe if CHP could have shut traffic down in this area where there's only 2 lanes, it could have been, potentially a good place to do some spike strips. It just takes so much coordination.
Sure.
And when someone's, going this quickly and you're not certain what they're going to do next, you don't get a ton of time. Okay, now we're getting off the freeway again.
Oh, boy,
so we'll see what happens here as we get into Boyle Heights, taking the 7th Street exit here.
So this is kind of what he did earlier when he was on.
Seems to be pretty messy when this guy gets. He just hit the side.
I think he hit the curb. He's losing a little bit of control.
Yeah. Going too fast.
Take it from here, Des, because what's he getting onto now?
It's so dark.
Yeah, he's coming down onto surface streets here on this lengthy ramp that bends around here, kind of a cloverleaf ramp, but now onto 7th Street, I believe. Took that turn just a little bit too quickly and, made some contact with the wheels against the pavement there. So you saw a couple of spikes come out. We'll see if that did any damage. You know what? Oh, it almost looks like that tire might be damaged. The driver, I can't quite tell. But we'll see if any damage has been done. I think so. I think, that tire's flat right there.
He has his hazards on now.
He might
look at this.
Up.
And there's 2 people
in
in
the
car.
window.
Oh, 2 people.
Yeah, yep.
It's funny how he threw the
he gonna
hazards
run?
on.
2 people. We thought, yeah, kind of funny.
I don't understand how these guys just give up like that after all that insanity.
Go ahead.
Officers usually want you to stay in the car and not come out. They're screaming all kinds of things at you right now, obviously, but they want you to stay in the car and throw your hands out the window first. Obviously, they're going to take care of the passenger here first, looks like.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's interesting how they were able to find a spot to do this, and thankfully so.
Yeah.
And you do see that left front tire there. It looks like it might be down to just the rim. As we see, this looks like a younger man to me that is walking back, and of course he's going to be directed to get down on his knees, spread eagle on the ground, kiss the asphalt, kiss the pavement, and then police will come up on him. He's got to make sure and show them that he has no weapons in his waistband. So he is complying. He looks like a younger, he almost looks like a teenager to me, don't you think?
He does.
And we haven't seen the driver yet, but the driver, of course, they're focused on him as well. Both hands are out. They will typically tell him to throw the car keys out. You see here, CHP taking this young man into custody at this point in time, and Susie, those other officers have their weapons trained on the driver.
That's right. It looks like this first suspect, he's saying something with the officers, exchanging some words. I don't know what he's saying, but he's telling them something. And it didn't look like it was in a nice way either. Now, like as Jeff was mentioning, the guns are trained now on the driver of this vehicle that we believe is stolen. That was the want, but not the original want, as we learned that this person was in some sort of hit and run accident that didn't cause any injuries, but they were running from that. And then we later learned that the car was actually stolen. So it looks like he's throwing
he's trying to put on park, I think. So, Des, it looks to me like the left front tire is flat.
Yeah, and I think it made contact. You saw those sparks that came out when he was making that turn at the 7th Street exit there. Took it too quickly.
Now we will wait
these are
for
teenagers.
Yeah, this does look like
this could be a 15-year-old.
Those orders, and here he comes. Driver's side door is open. Driver stepping out of the vehicle with his left hand.
What are they making him do?
All right.
Take off your clothes.
Throwing the keys out of the vehicle, and he is now stepping away from the truck.
With one leg up. Now bend over. What, sir?
Well, either he started running on fumes or...
I got too many windows open.
Well, for whatever reason, just decided to
hell up people.
Give it up. Well aware of how this was going to end, at least he was, most likely, and now he is giving up peacefully as CHP takes that driver into custody. And it looks like another one will end without anybody getting hurt, but a bizarre pursuit taking us from Ventura County through Santa Clarita, through the San Fernando Valley.
Why go that hard just
through LA, through the city of LA
that?
Twice, all the way down to Orange County. Took a spin by Disneyland, some donuts in the Angel Stadium parking lot just for safekeeping, and now this pursuit is over.
It's over, guys. It's kind of sucked. It was all right, but it's still not what we need. You know, once we had the high, like the good supply, the good quality shit.
Okay, another person
one
stepping out of the passenger car.
What the hell?
Female passenger now stepping out of the vehicle.
You barely walk too.
He or she cannot tell.
He or she canceled.
But they are now stepping backwards and also
I
surrendering.
don't identify as either. Offended. It's offensive.
There's still movement inside
person.
that truck.
Otra
Those
persona.
units on the ground say that there is still movement coming from the back seat of the
gosh.
truck. So we now have 3 individuals in custody with evidence of now a 4th person who has not yet come out of the truck.
Another
there
person.
They are. A female now stepping out of the passenger side.
I can't believe all these people went for that crazy ass ride. The heck? Just bored.
And that will now bring us to 4 people taken into custody.
Another person. No, I'm just kidding.
I imagine now we will see them approach the vehicle and make sure that that flatbed, that the bed of that pickup truck rather is empty. Another one coming out of the back seat.
The heck?
It's like a clown car.
Live ABC chase. This was the best chase ever. Which one?
5th suspect complying, surrendering, and being taken into custody here.
Oh, we saw this other one.
Officers now approaching the passenger side of the vehicle.
Can't be anymore, right? Ooh.
Code 4. Code 4, vehicle appears to be empty. They've got
So the
to
back.
check that rear compartment, and looks like it's empty. Code 4. Code 4.
Boo.
Well, that'll do it after another bizarre chase here in downtown LA, ending right at the LA River on 7th Street.
Boo.
But boy, did we cover quite a bit of territory during this one. Reporting live from Air 7 HD, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Amazing. Man has a meltdown at Walmart. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm done. Taking my business elsewhere. I don't want to mess around too much with Reddit videos because that's the shit that gets me canceled. Thank you guys so much for coming through though tonight. I appreciate it. It's still not enough though. We need something else.
From ABC 7, this is
We need more of a chase. It's still, you know what I'm saying, now after we got the big chases, you know, people about to jump off a bridge, stealing 3 cars. These little menial ones are kind of like, we need something else. We need something better. Something more. Mel N says, been patiently waiting for a chase. Thank you. I know we've been waiting too. We're over like 3 weeks now. Pam, thank you for becoming a member. Lester, thank you for becoming a member. CS Sleuth, thanks for the super chat. Says, thanks for all your hard work. Much appreciated. Can't talk. DS says, thanks for keeping us informed so we're aware of what's going on in the world and can better protect ourselves. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming through. I guess I'm thinking tomorrow maybe we'll do that hearing. The only thing with hearing, sometimes it's not long. So like, I don't know if we're going to like live stream and then it's like, boom, done. But I think we should check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, you should be shaken.
Oh.
And when someone doesn't speak English,
oh shit,
and we can't communicate in Los Angeles, guess what happens? Honest.
What's Cali?
People die. People go bye-bye.
He's like walking up on us and stuff.
Oh,
he actually has gotten to my face.
Now you're going to lie?
No, I'm not.
I have it on camera.
Hey, guys.
Who are you?
Let's just...
Are you police? Don't worry about it. Are you military? I'm retired fire police officer.
Sir, can I have you go
and I'm MMA trained. So you really want to go there?
Yeah.
Seriously? I got some hands on you, homeboy. Oh, boy, howdy. You ever heard of Chuck Liddell? We train guys like that. How about Conor McGregor? Get away from me. Get the fuck away from me!
Man, I'll fuck you up, dude.
You want, seriously? You're talking to LA's finest, pal. I said you're talking to LA's finest. Not Omaha. And this ain't Podunk, Iowa. Get that guy away from me. He probably has a gang background based on those tattoos.
Aryan Brotherhood. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. God bless you anyway. Jesus died on the cross for you.
Thanks for your service.
I said he died. Now we're talking. I said, now we're talking, but you need to stay away from me. Because you don't know. Because we're in baggy clothes. But this is 200 pounds of armory. Get away from me.
He needs to be put on a watch list. Don't watch his ass. Gonna do some crazy shit one of these days.
That's false imprisonment, bro. You're making me uncomfortable, bud.
Woman caught stealing.
That's false imprisonment. Don't touch my stroller, bro.
Can you open that up?
Don't touch my stroller, bro. Don't touch my fucking stroller, bro. Let me talk to your manager. Excuse me. Where's his manager at, please? He's like blocking my way, bro.
Can you open that up?
No, I can't actually.
Yes, you can. Can you put your face mask on?
No, I'm not gonna put my face mask on. You're fucking tripping, bro. Shit. My fucking shit. My fucking shit, bro. Hold on. My fucking shit. My fucking shit.
What you got in there?
Oh, some fucking what? This fucking little thing right here. Sorry.
Go get
Here.
what's her name?
Shit. So, that's all that was. Here. Take that shit.
Open it up.
Nah, take that shit.
Open it up. Open it up.
I don't have to open it up.
Ooh, let's check this out.
Oh my god.
Where's this cover off?
First of all, my client's probably sitting here and he's ready. Can you tell this dude to get away from me?
Where's the blanket off?
I don't have any right. I just put him right there. He just said, give me that.
So now you already.
Oh my god, where is your manager, bro?
I got you on camera taking stuff out, so you've already shoplifted.
If you don't let me fucking go, bro. But my shit is my shit.
Telling the truth.
My shit is my shit in
I
here.
hear more shit in it. Open it up.
There's nothing else in there, bro. Look.
Open it up.
What the fuck? It's nothing but fucking
Open it up.
maybe one more.
More.
I just got in this store.
Bring the rest of it out.
There is nothing else in here.
She
Look.
saw everything.
Why don't you
Open
look?
it up. Take the cover off.
Why don't you just look?
Take the
I'm not
cover
doing
off.
all that.
Take the cover off.
I'm not doing all that.
I'm gonna snatch it off soon.
Oh my god. Whether you snatch it off or not, there is nothing else in there.
Okay, open
Why
it
don't you
up.
turn it this way
Take it off.
and
Open
look
it.
in this way? There ain't
Open it.
nothing else in that motherfucker.
Open it.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, open it.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous, dude.
Open it.
You run a fucking rape this world, dude.
way, so
Like, seriously, bro.
it's gonna be up to him. The manager who came and got me.
Nah, man, I'm fucking leaving right now. I'm about to fucking buy something, you fucking weirdo.
Oh,
You're a weirdo.
jeez.
I'm not a weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
You're a weirdo. You're
Okay,
fucking
weirdo.
blocking from the right shit.
Oh, you said I'm
Nothing
what?
but
You
fucking
said I'm
like,
black?
You fucking weirdo.
You said I've been black. Take that
I
off.
say nothing about
Open
being
it up.
black.
All right, that's on camera.
GPS.
It's on camera. Go ahead.
There is nothing under
Okay,
here.
move it. Move it.
Oh my god. It's
Yes,
a
all
banana.
that
Oh,
shit.
fucking banana. Oh, banana. Oh, big what? A
Look at all
banana.
this shit.
Don't touch my shit, bruh.
Oh.
First of all.
Oh.
Get the fuck up off my shit, bruh. Get the fuck up off my shit, bud. Get up off my shit.
Make sure they don't go into any fighting.
Get up off my shit, bruh. Get up off. You ain't gotta be all
Come on.
disrespectful, bruh.
Come on. Get up out of here. Here, Sean. Get the rest of them.
All right, let me see this last video and then we'll call it. This one says okay, this is drunk guy claims he's dying and fakes death outside my door in the middle of the night. Can't make this crap up. This was on 12/5. You can see him in the back over here. I think that might be that guy. Damn, that car's full of snow. How can that shit drive like that? What was that? Oh, it's just a white car thing. Oh, okay. And don't forget to check out the sponsor on the way out. Click the link. Download the app. Follow me on there. It's a free way to support the channel and maybe earn some free money, free cash. Can't even make out what he's saying, but he's like talking shit in the background. Yeah, it's Christmas, right? It does feel kind of Christmassy. The snow. Oh shit! We'll bust his ass.
Mata la verga.
Texting or something? I wonder if I should set up the stream tonight for tomorrow. The Q Club shooter. It's like a hearing. It's not a conference. I think it's a hearing tomorrow. It's gonna be early though. I think it's like I think 8:30 Mountain time. So it'll be like 9:30, 10:30 my time.
Out of the way. Mommy. A la verga, puto, me voy a la verga. Fucking white fucking trash.
Ooh. Wow. Wow. Boy, tripping over there.
Oh, police, I need help. I need help. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh, police, I'm dying. Please. Please.
Was he tripping on the acid? Oh, Jesus.
I can't breathe. Please. Hey, call police. I can't breathe. Hey, I can't breathe. Please help me. Help me. I can't breathe. Call police. 911. Please. I need help. I need help. I need to breathe. I need the medical. Please. Don't shoot me. I need the police. Please. Please. Call 911. Tell the police I need help. Please. I can't breathe. I have asthma attacks. I need. I'm dying. I'm now homeless. I'm losing breath.
Oh, thank you, Lamar. Thank you so much.
I'm dying. I'm tearing down. I'm dying.
Oh boy, Lord Almighty.
Oh, police. I died.
Did you say he died? He closed his eyes too? He's just pretending to be dead? Damn. How long is he gonna do that? I mean, was he gonna check his phone too while he's pretending to be dead? Yeah, check this text message. You might as well go to bed. Go to sleep. Damn, bro. Oh man. Wow. Wow. He just fully laid himself out. Shit. What the hell happened over here? Oh, commercial. Jesus. Bruh. It's pretty weird, man. I don't know what the fuck this is. Dude. I have a special treat for you guys too, but I can't say what it is. I don't want to spoil it yet, but there's a video that Jazz had sent me that's really interesting. But I want to get a little backstory and I want to change it into I want to get some I think I can make something nice out of it. Kind of do a follow-up, but it's a really interesting, bizarre story. I'll leave it at that. I hope maybe tomorrow, hopefully I can edit it tomorrow if we have time. What are you doing? Chilling? He's just chilling, yo. Oh, this shit was actually kind of funny. This shit I could show, I think. Oh, there comes the cops, I think. Or no. Kayla, thank you for the super chat. He has risen. Oh, what is he doing now? Crawl into the door. He has risen, maybe checking the phone. That's it? Oh, you have to believe it. Oh my god. Bruh. That's it. On to the next house. That's going to open the door for this guy. All right, it's kind of lame, but it's all right. Let's see this. I haven't watched this. I just want to see what this is. It says supporters of Kanye.
About that.
Why don't I feel good about what Kanye is saying?
Both of them and Kyrie, what they got going on.
Well, I'll talk mainly about Kanye. I mean,
right, what about Kanye? Why you don't feel good about what he's
Jewish,
saying?
And he's praising...
You're half Jewish.
Yes, and he's praising Hitler, saying the Nazis were cool, and saying the Holocaust didn't happen.
Yeah, no, we support Hitler.
Right. All of you?
Yeah. Because Hitler was killing your people, man. Hitler knew who the real Jews was. Right?
Oh
Hitler
my God. These crazy, these are the crazy Hebrew Israelite people. Fucking nutty.
Oppressing my people, he was coming for your nuts. Holy right? And let me give you a wake-up call, man. You're not a Jew. You're not Jew, right? You're the seed of the devil, man. Right? These brothers also on these platforms, Kanye and Kyrie, shaking things up. It's because it's a great awakening happening. Right? The real Jews are back on the streets. And you so-called fake Jews who stole our identity are going to go into slavery.
My God.
Right? Because you're not a Jew.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Did the Holocaust happen?
It did happen, and we're glad that it happened. Right? But guess what happened as well? But guess what?
Wow, bro. These people have truly lost their mind, bro. Holy shit. I always knew those people were nutty, though. Like, you could tell there's always something wrong with those people, but, like, damn, bro, to see it like that. Wow. Cutting the line at air pump. What happened? They beefing because somebody cut the line at the air thing? I would have just gone to another pump. We should get off though. We should go to bed. We'll be up early tomorrow. Oh shit. Be careful. Okay, shit. Thing on her. Oh, she peeled out, huh? That's it? Oh. All right, I think we should call it. I have to like pre-screen these kind of videos. I gotta be careful what I play. But thank you guys so much for coming through tonight. I was watching the Casey Anthony thing on Peacock, and I don't know too much of the story. I kind of here and there followed it. I don't even think I was doing YouTube when that story first started, or at least I wasn't like heavy into true crime. And but I only got through like almost the first episode, and I guess it's kind of interesting. I don't know what that lady's gonna try to say. She says she doesn't know what happened, so I don't know who she's blaming. Supposedly, I heard she's gonna blame the father or something. I don't know. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep, man. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Janie, thank you for the super chat. The dude dying in the driveway was way better than the chase. True. Grim T, thanks so much for the super chat. Arkansas, thank you for the 7-month membership. Thanks for the chase. And I think that's it. Got to be up super early to take baby to school, and then we'll see about this thing in the morning, the Q hearing or whatever. So, all right. Good night. Peace. Bye. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm gonna work on that video tomorrow. I think there's a really crazy video that I was sent, but I want to like find out some of the backstory and what happened after, and it's pretty interesting. I think